So, my name is Cora Linehan. I use she, her pronouns. And I am thrilled to be hosting this event for the next state senator, Nikil Saval. My personal journey began when I was very young. By the time I was 7 or 8, I realized that my dad would get mad if he saw me do anything girly. So when he was gone from the house, I would steal my little sister's Babysitter Club books or her Barbie or something. Or sometimes on a lucky day, I'd see if My Little Pony was on TV. And I would have like an hour or maybe 2 hours, looking over my shoulder the whole time, where I could pretend to be a normal little girl. But it wouldn't last, and sooner or later, I would be back in my boy costume again. I was raised evangelical Christian. And in evangelical Christianity, the man is supposed to be in charge of pretty much anything. I heard countless sermons at my church on how women are supposed to stay at home, raise children, and submit to their husband's authority. In that environment, the most perverse desire that I could have is wanting to be a woman. And so I learned to feel this deep internalized shame for not being a boy, for not wanting to be a boy. I remember when I was 12 years old, lying awake at night, looking up at the ceiling, thinking to myself, if anybody found out who I am, I might have to kill myself. I couldn't imagine a life like this. I spent most of my adult life harboring this conviction that I had this terrible secret that I could never share. And what strikes me now that I'm a little bit away from that, is how simple and really ordinary my desires were in the first place. All I ever wanted was to just live my own life and not somebody else's. I am clear that patriarchy and white supremacy and corporate greed stand in the way of my queer existence. Too many people in our community are unemployed or underemployed, housing insecure, or living on the streets. Too many are incarcerated and subject to police violence. Too many have been killed. If we're going to build a movement where all of us can be free from fear and shame, if we're going to build a world where all of us can be free from fear and shame, it's going to take a movement of people of all genders and sexualities working together in common cause. So I am here supporting a movement leader, Nikil Saval. I have been organizing with Nikil for the past 2 years, and I know that he is an honest and thoughtful leader. His support for Medicare for All will mean that no trans person will need to fund surgeries through GoFundMe or ration their medication. His support for universal childcare will support any family that we can build. And his support for universal elder care will protect our elders who don't have any other options. His support for the Homes Guarantee will mean that nobody will have to choose between living on the closet and living in the streets. That's the world we deserve, and I am glad to be fighting beside him all the way to the state Senate. Thank you very much.